In the monastery at night, we've been reading a really beautiful book called Sri Sharda Devi and Her Divine Play. One of the most beautiful things, I think, that I've learned from Hinduism is this idea of God as mother. And they make the point of teaching that any time that God has incarnated into this world or manifested into this world in order to help humankind actually find their nature and to touch the joy within, that he always manifests as male and female. And so, Rama had Sita and Krishna had Radha, and Ramakrishna had Sri Sharda Devi. Jesus had Mary in their eyes. And it's such a beautiful notion that there's a very special aspect of God that manifests through the Divine Mother. And with Holy Mother, her practice was to see everybody as her child and to care as deeply about everyone as she would about one of her own children. And she took this to such an extent that she literally would love you and me at the same level as a related child. And the compassion that manifested, the sweetness that manifested, and the lessons that manifested are amazing to me. And there's a paragraph here in this book that I'm going to read to you about her relationship with Radu, which was one of her relatives who was born to a crazy aunt of hers, and she had to raise Radu. When we observe the unending suffering that Radu caused Holy Mother, we feel pained. Yet we are indebted to her. Radu helped Holy Mother keep her mind on the earthly plane for 20 years so that she could carry out her divine play in this world. It is a sight to see the Divine Mother behaving like a regular village woman, involved with her brothers' families, their children, and at the same time initiating spiritual aspirants, giving sannyasa to her young disciples, and guiding the monks of the Ramakrishna order. During the last 30 years of her life, she initiated and instructed hundreds of monastics and householders, and also demonstrated to them their respective ideals. Regarding Holy Mother, Swami Sharadananda once remarked, "I have never seen in anyone else such attachment, nor have I seen such detachment." It's amazing that in her manifested two ideals, the ideal of absolutely renouncing everything in the world, becoming a penniless monk, having no family, no recognition of relationship with anything in the world, and that she initiated men and women into this sannyas and provided them with an ideal, with an example of that ideal. And at the same time, she was taking care of her brother's family and raising Radu and treating all of the disciples as her own child. So she was constantly cooking and taking care and nurturing and helping people when they were sick. And it's often been recognized as you read those stories of she and Ramakrishna's lives, that Ramakrishna's renunciation was very monastic in its taste and feel. And he couldn't provide really a direct teaching on household renunciation because he simply couldn't even touch money, which is an impossible ideal for somebody trying to run a household. Holy Mother did both. And Ramakrishna recognized that and even said a few times that she was even greater than he. And to have this ability to be completely detached and completely attached. Now, what does that mean? That meant that Holy Mother could deeply love everyone. And when it was necessary, completely detach. That she wasn't trapped by her love. That she wasn't held hostage by her heart. That she could always walk in and be completely open and dedicated and in love with you and walk away when she needed to. And how refreshing that kind of love is. And when I think about Swami Vivekananda, who was Ramakrishna's primary disciple, and he talks about detachment and attachment. And the normal idea, the normal teaching or idea of Vedanta is normally taught as detachment. Be detached, don't get caught in the world, don't get caught in the world. And Vivekananda highlighted what was just demonstrated in this paragraph, that you should be able to attach fully, but that your powers of attachment should be matched by your power of detachment. So it's not that you don't care, that you become cold and distant. It's that you deeply care and you learn to let go when it's time to let go.